Hey shippers, it's your girl Naya here. We're back at it again with season 3, episode 12, The X Factor. Okay, so I did this review at least 4 times. Because I kept finding new things to talk about during the episode. And after I found out what the note was, as I started to rewatch the episode again, it just started to make so much sense to me, and it started to make me feel bad. Because when I saw Jonah in the spoon, and when you realize why he's not eating, that bothered me. Because there's no reason why a child should feel what Jonah is feeling, you know? That's not even his place to worry about that. Mommy and daddy can't pay the bills, so I have to skip a meal. I can't even wrap my brain around that. That's not your fault, Jonah. I understand you want to help, but the fact that he feels like he needs to skip meals, that's not his problem. That's your parents' problem. Okay? He's just a child. And that's what hurt me. And what I really appreciate about in the scene is how I believe Amber lied about that guy not finishing his meal. And I really appreciate her not embarrassing him or putting him on the spot, but, giving him a free meal to eat. That's something that I really appreciated. I felt extremely bad and embarrassed for Jonah when Andi tried to convince Bowie to hire Jonah. And the look of confusion on Bowie's face when he tried to deny Jonah. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, I can't do." And Jonah's like, "What are you talking about? I didn't ask for a job." And Andi was trying to do the right thing, but I don't know. It was like she had her heart in the right place. But if Jonah didn't feel comfortable telling you about his family issues, don't push them. It's just one of those things where I felt like it was not Cyrus Andi or Buffy's place to worry about that. It was out of the kindness of their hearts, and they were worried. But honestly, sometimes you just gotta wait until people want to help you. You gotta help them from afar. I felt like she should have helped Jonah without realizing she was helped. They should have been more sneaky about it, I think. They should have been more sneaky about it. They should have, did things been well, first she should have asked Bowie. It was just bad timing, I think. But Andi did the right thing. What would have been smart is if she asked Bowie if he needed help with the job before, and, pitch the idea to, Jonah. Jonah, my dad needs some help in the music shop. I think you would be a perfect fit since you guys are already close. She could have, manipulated the situation, but Jonah just came in the shop too fast, and everything got blown out of proportion. And if I was Jonah, I would have asked her how she knew and stuff, but yeah, I'm eating Chipotle, and it's so fucking good. I have a bowl, and it's just amazing. Yup. That hit the spot. Let's talk about Miranda, because I haven't got on that bitch yet. Let's talk about Miranda. When Miranda initially came in, when I saw her in the program, I just knew it was going to be some bullshit. But when she came in, I was like, you know what, Naya, let's just hear this bitch out, right? Let's just hear this bitch out. And I decided to hear her out. And she started talking. She was like, I'm sorry. She started apologizing. She was like, I'm sorry about last time. And, with your criticism works, and Morgan's better for it, and I'm a better parent, and all this other stuff. And I was just like, good for you, bitch. But I'm glad that you're apologizing to Bowie. I really appreciate it and everything. And Morgan did seem a little better. She's not stealing anymore. She says she missed Bowie. I don't think Morgan is a bad child. She's just a product of bad parenting. And that is on Miranda. That's on Miranda. I call it single parent syndrome. It's where you have two parents in a situation and then you're fighting over like custody battles with your baby daddy or your baby mama, and you want to come across as the fun parent instead of being the strict parent so your child could be over your house more. Like, that's what I see. That's what I think she is a product of. Like, I don't feel like that's Morgan's fault. If Morgan stole, she's just a child, I totally, completely blame Miranda. That is her fault. And while she was apologizing and saying all that bullshit, it was all sweet. It was all good. But honestly, the person that needs an apology is Andi. And she hasn't gotten her apology throughout this whole fucking episode. First of all, you went to Beck, she went to Bowie, but the person you need to talk to is Andi. And I was on board with her for this whole little punk ass apology, and I was like, okay. It's all water under the bridge. He has moved on with his life. She has moved on. She got a new boyfriend. As soon as Morgan was like, but he's not Bowie, I was like, here we go with this bullshit. And Morgan was like, I miss Bowie. It was really cute. And till Miranda came out her face and she was like, I miss you too. She was talking about how she missed Bowie. Bitch, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. He is engaged, ho. He is fucking engaged. And then what made me even madder was the fact that she had a man. She had a man. You have a man. You left the good one. I know you miss Bowie. I know you miss him. He was a good guy and he would have been a great father for Morgan. But bitch, you fucked that up. Nobody else. You can't blame anybody but yourself. Okay? And then when she went to Bex and she was apologizing to her, and I was like, because after she found out he was married, I thought this bitch would have learned her lesson. And I thought she would have been graceful. And I thought she would have just understood that he does not want her anymore. But instead, what she does is, she goes over to Bex and she proceeds to put doubts in her head about her punk ass baby father. First of all, your baby daddy is not Bowie. And Bowie's a good dude. So for her to even say that is absolutely ridiculous. Bex and Bowie are just so in sync. And they even took all this tests. They making preparations. And for her to just go over there and put doubts in her head like that pissed me off. And I think what pissed me off even more was the fact that Bex believed it. Like, Bex believed it. And Bex is the one who apologized to Bowie. So it was just like, sis, I love Cece in this episode. Cece, it doesn't matter how long she's on screen. She just steals the show away. And I just love her. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep pausing this little audio track simply because I need to fucking eat my Chipotle. It's just so fucking good. What was I saying? Yeah, it doesn't matter how long Cece's on screen. She steals the show like a true queen should. And let's just talk about this kiss at the end of the episode, because I feel like everybody just wants to talk about this goddamn kiss. Everybody kind of agreed. Andi called Amber and Jonah's relationship toxic. And I couldn't help but laugh because it was like the pot calling the kettle black. Like, it's just like, Andi, sis, so was your relationship. Like, come on now. Come on. And I already kind of went into detail in the promo on why I don't give a fuck if Amber and Jonah are together, simply because they have already, like, they evolved, and they are not the same people that they were season 1. Everybody has layers, everybody has depths. Everybody's friends, they're going through a similar situation, and they feel like they can depend on each other and lean on each other. If Amber and Jonah are together, I mean, I'm not mad at it, bitch. If you're happy, I'm happy. But what's crazy about that whole kiss scene? I have yet to see him kiss Andi like he kissed Amber. Because if I didn't know any better, they kissed in private. The only time I seen Jonah kiss Andi was when he was trying to prove why they should be together. Not throughout their whole relationship, which you end up finding out is just basically a lie and they are friends. But Jonah and Amber, like, they look like a legit couple, and they look like a happy couple, and everybody's on good terms. Andi, you're friends with Amber and you're friends with Jonah. Cyrus, you're friends with Amber and Jonah, and everybody's on good terms. So is Buffy with everybody. So I don't understand. Like, I understand why it's a shock, but the look on Andi's face almost looked like she was hurt. And so was Cyrus. Maybe it was just me. They look confused, but they also look like, why? Like, almost like a little bit disgusted. And I was like so over it. But you know who is? The only person who should be pissed is Libby. Like, honestly, at this point, I feel like Jonah and Amber should be together. I mean, she cheated on Jonah. Jonah cheated on Libby. Let them cheating motherfuckers be together. Let them be together. Birds of the same feather flock together. They both cheaters. Let them cheat in ass. Let them be cheaters together. I feel like Andi might have a big problem with Jonah kissing Amber simply because her and Libby are just so in sync and they are really good friends. So, bitch, I would be, if my friend's boyfriend was kissing another chick or being up on his ex, I would have definitely told her. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that Cyrus is over Jonah. Like, Cyrus just deserves so much better. Like, they all deserve so much better. I don't even, can't even, imagine, him being with Cyrus. Like, he cheating on Libby. He treated Andi like shit during their whole relationship. And y'all still want Cyrus? Girl, Jonah needs to be single. He needs to be single, and he needs to stay single. He is not good with relationships, and I don't even feel like this little relationship would even last. Like, it's trash. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all want Jairus after he cheated on Libby, after the way he treated Andi? Are y'all not seeing the signs? Like, I'm starting to think it's not the girls. It's just Jonah. Jonah got issues. Like, I don't know what it is, like commitment issues, whatever. Like, Jonah just got issues, yo. Need to work that out. He went through that whole bullshit talking about how he was going to learn sign language, how he was going to be a good boyfriend, how he was going to step up to the plate. I guess that was bullshit, huh? She said that she liked him and she spoke for the first time. and he tried to learn her language. They had that cute ass moment just to throw that shit in the trash. And I was like, damn. And I was rooting for Libby too. I was like, damn, maybe she might last. Nope. And I was just so caught up in this kiss that I completely forgot about his financial issues before when I did this review. So I felt like I had to talk about it, but yeah. Y'all know how I feel. If I didn't see y'all break up or it was no discussion of y'all breaking up, y'all didn't break up. Which is why I feel like Buffy cheated on Walker with Marty. It's not even confirmed if she did a proper breakup with him yet. It's not even confirmed. Like, it's not even talked about. It's like, it's almost as if Walker doesn't even exist. That's what they're trying to believe. But you know what? I don't have time for this. Like, I'm just so over this episode. It was a great episode, but I'm just over it. I'm just ready for Tyrus to come back. I need to see something cute and healthy. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye, shippers.